People tell me I'm the fastest thumb typist, and that's probably because I am. And basically when somebody writes to me, I will write them back rather instantaneously. I wear 4 hats. Number 1, I am the chief executive of RLM, Public Relations. I'm loyal to this business. I am all about PR. I think this is a great business, and we're good at it. The second thing is that I'm an author. That comes from my journalism background. I write a book every year and a half. The current book is a pretty big runaway sensation, I've been told. Full Frontal PR is appearing all over the world, China, Russia, and lots of other places. Full Frontal PR is my life right now.
From NBC News, this is Today.
Third thing that I'm doing is I am a commentator.
This is Marketplace. I'm David Brancaccio. Richard Laermer, PR professional, frames the question bluntly. Do we flack during Iraq?
The truth of the matter is you can wait all you want, but what you'll end up doing is waiting until the person that replaces you actually makes a decision to do something.
It's time to unspin some headlines in the news with our resident PR master, Richard Laermer.
I've been doing an on-air banter with Time Warner's New York One. That hasn't really worked as a business model, so they're going... I take 4 news stories and dissect them so that people now know how Disney placed that story, why certain things are on the front page, so that people now know that most of the news is fabricated by people like, well, me. Well, now I'm involved in a new show that TLC is doing called Taking Care of Business. I'm the buzz builder of this group of 4 individuals who go into businesses and do a complete makeover. We do their image, we do their sales staff, we do everything you could possibly do to a business to make them better in 3 days. Fourth thing, of course, is I have become a speaker around the world. What's happened is that people have called me. They've either read something I've written in a newspaper, magazine, or a book, heard me on the radio or TV, and said, come and speak to us, let us know what you've learned, bring us into the fold.
If you want to place a story in PR today, you can't be afraid to make the effort to go out to people. I have had more conversations with people who will say to me, well, you know, I can't actually call that person. And if you think about it really plainly, there's no reason why. If you called 4 reporters and 4 reporters hung up on you, what you need to think about is re-examining what you're doing. Who are you speaking to? What are you saying? If you re-examine the pitch, if you re-examine how you're saying it, when you really look deep inside yourself, as the saying goes, when you make that 5th call, it will be successful.
I generally go into companies that have problems with their PR, and all the marketing people are sitting around going, help. So there is a saying, and I live by this, that everybody in a company does public relations, but only some people have it on their business card. So I'm coming in there and showing everybody, it doesn't matter what they do for a living, what they can do to sort of publicly display what it is that that company is all about or what their job is about. My speech making is about pushing people into the future with information that I've collected. You know, I want people to think of themselves as really being a trend spotter. There's a huge difference between a trend and a fad. A trend is something that pushes us forward, starts us on the way to something. To me, the dream lecture would be to go to one of the top corporations in the world and tell them, look, you gotta have a story. It's gotta be provocative, it's gotta be interesting, it can't be made up. It's gotta be something that people actually care about. It's gotta be something that nobody's ever heard you say before, and it's gotta be inventive enough to make your image noticeable. And that's what I want to do.